All right, let's get right into it. We're not just talking about another gaming channel that drops highlight reels. We are talking about the 88 Gods. And for them, gaming isn't just a hobby. It's a whole philosophy, a kind of digital pantheon they've built from the ground up on pure design and mastery.
And this quote? This is the key that unlocks their entire universe. See, it's not about who has the most kills. It's about understanding the deep, hidden systems of the game and then executing perfectly when everything is on the line. That's the big idea we're going to unpack today.
So how in the world do they pull this off? Well, their first rule is to stop thinking like a player and start playing like an architect. For them, the digital battlefield isn't just a map. It's a space that you can design, control, and ultimately govern.
This right here breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got your typical gaming mindset, right? It's all about reflex, getting swept up in the hype, just rolling with the chaos and, hoping for a little luck. But the 88 Gods philosophy, it flips that entire script. It's about deliberate design over reflex, tactical proof over hype, creating coherence out of chaos, and making your own luck with perfect positioning.
And, this whole architect approach wasn't something they added on later. It was there from the very beginning. They didn't set out to be famous streamers. They wanted to build a system of thought. Their focus has always been on recognizing patterns, not just having twitchy reflexes, which created this digital pantheon with its own set of rules.
Okay, so all of this philosophy sounds cool, but how does it actually translate into a winning strategy? Well, it's not just talk. It's a very concrete blueprint, a set of doctrines that dictates every single move they make.
And this just illustrates their core beliefs so well. They don't just hold a piece of the map, they practice map control as governance. Having the high ground isn't just a nice little advantage, it is a fundamental doctrine. Gun recoil isn't just some random spray, it's math. And moving across the map, what gamers call rotations, that's not a mad scramble, it's rotations as chess. Every single action is elevated to a strategic principle.
So the crucial point here is that this system has a key architect, a player named 44 Nemo. Now, if the 88 Gods as a whole represent the force, Nemo, he's the precision. He's the one treating recoil like a math problem and seeing angles that don't even exist yet, turning what looks like just chaotic force into what they call coordinated inevitability.
This all feeds into their central concept of meta-thinking. It's basically a framework that teaches you to look past the flashy plays and see the blueprint underneath it all. It's about valuing the calculated move, that perfect timing, the strategic design that made the win possible in the first place.
Okay, now this is where things get really unique. To talk about all these complex ideas, they don't use dry, boring tactical terms. Nope, they use the rich, metaphorical language of anime.
And this is absolutely fascinating. They actually map anime themes directly onto what's happening in the game. That overwhelming feeling when the final storm is closing in, to them, that's the existential pressure from Attack on Titan. The intense mental battle to control a single building, that's about mastering psychological territory, an idea straight out of Jujutsu Kaisen. And the patience you need to pull off the perfect ambush, that's the discipline and delayed gratification of a shinobi from Naruto.
And by using these metaphors, they're able to stay in what they call a no-panic mode. So instead of reacting to chaos with more chaos, they see a titan of an enemy squad not as this unstoppable thing, but as a complex system that can be strategically taken apart piece by piece.
Now let's talk about the community, because their role in this is just as revolutionary as the strategy itself. The audience isn't just sitting there watching. They are co-authoring the entire legacy.
This is the critical shift right here. Viewers who start to understand the meta-thinking and the whole architectural approach, they're no longer just fans. They become initiates, active participants who get and contribute to the deep lore of the 88 Gods.
And they do this in some pretty incredible ways. A live stream is no longer just a broadcast. It's a shared ritual. The community gets involved in themed roleplay, turning a regular game into a mission for cyberpunk mercenaries in a ruined city, or a battle for celestial warriors in a storm. And the community's ideas actually shape the story.
This is their guiding principle. Chat became canon. It means that what happens in the chat, the ideas, the inside jokes, the lore, it doesn't just vanish into the ether. It gets woven directly into the official narrative of the 88 Gods. The viewers are literally writing the story right alongside them.
So what's the endgame here? The architecture, the anime metaphors, the community becoming canon. What's it all for? It all serves one big purpose: forging something that actually lasts.
They call it digital gold. And no, it's not crypto. It's not some in-game item. It's pure earned reputation. It's that echo of your name in the kill feed that makes other players stop and take notice. It's the legacy that lives on way after any single victory screen fades away.
This line from their anthem just captures it perfectly. Digital gold isn't earned through lucky shots. It's earned by achieving a higher strategic level, a better position, literally altitude. It's all about proof over hype.
And this reinforces that idea beautifully. Their most legendary moments, the plays that become digital gold, are what they call blueprint plays. These are moments of perfect, calculated strategy, like a game of chess, but executed in the absolute chaos and pressure of a final firefight. That's what they call divine mechanics.
So when you boil it all down, this entire system is about one thing: elevation. It's the philosophical journey at the very heart of the 88 Gods. It's about that transformation from a casual player to a calculated one, that journey from the dust of the drop zone to the throne of victory, and turning the chaos of the game into pure coherence. So in the end, every single game becomes an opportunity. It's a chance for the players and their community of initiates to write another chapter in their legend together, to turn another win into a myth that gets retold again and again.
Which leaves us with this final thought. In a world online that's filled with moments that we see and then instantly forget, the 88 Gods have offered a different kind of blueprint. Maybe, just maybe, a true legacy isn't built just by winning, but by building a system of thought so powerful that your own community becomes its immortal storyteller.